Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Steve's 1971 C10. We just got done with a big list of upgrades, so let's get into it. This truck drove into us in really pretty good condition. It looked very similar to how it looks now, and it just didn't really drive that great. So it had been lowered with all the stock components and was basically riding on the bump stops. Steve wanted to do something to enhance the driving and make it a little more comfortable, a little bit more easy just to jump in it and go. So after kind of looking over the truck and realizing how clean it really is, we opted to go for a Detroit Speed upgrade. So it's a full front cross member, control arms, rear trailing arm conversion. Well, it uses the stock trailing arm, but a C notch, and changes the mounting points and does a lowered spring. And even with this thing sitting on the bump stops and the stock suspension, it allowed us to go almost an inch lower and gain suspension travel. So we've got adjustable coilovers on the front and just a really great upgrade. Plus we didn't have to pull the engine out. It was kind of a little less invasive, of course, than doing a full chassis, which was just a perfect fit for this truck, being that it was already painted and put together. While we were at it, we also went through and did vintage air conditioning. We also decided to just do a full pulley system on it. So this is a Concept 1 front pulley system, all the vintage air hoses, the vintage air cover plate. We've got some of our line clamps routing all these hoses across the inner fender. We repainted the inner fenders, got those all cleaned up, painted the firewall panels to match, just to keep it nice and subtle. We changed the brake master and booster as well on this with the disc brakes to keep all that stuff matching. And if you've seen our previous video talking about brake systems and how important it is to get all those components tied together, that's another situation where this was set up wrong. So the pedal ratio was incorrect. So even with all new disc brakes, all new brake master, booster, and everything set up, what it looks like, the pedal ratio totally killed it. So it had a really firm pedal and it didn't have a lot of stopping power. You could hardly get the brakes to lock up. And just by moving that push rod up one hole and correcting that, it really solved it. All these little things that we're doing and kind of working through as we drive the cars after they're finished and put together, that kind of brings in that last little 10%. But super pleased with how all this turned out. Minimal modifications needed. We had to trim and put some flanges on the inner fenders for this front suspension. But other than that, like I said, the engine stayed in. That whole cross member bolted into factory holes. I believe it moves forward a little bit to correct the offset tire that can look odd in the opening when the truck gets lowered so much. Rack and pinion up front on this Detroit Speed stuff is really tight. I mean, honestly, it's probably the tightest rack that I've felt. Like it feels really good down the road. It's a pretty quick ratio. Just makes me kind of want to squeeze. I saw that smirk on your face. I'm like, tightest rack I've felt, man. I'm really impressed when we've used a bunch of these Concept 1 kits to give them a little plug. Super high quality stuff. The polish is really nice right out of the box. This reservoir for the power steering is super trick looking. Just a really clean product and a good setup for this truck. We put a new throttle pedal and cable in it too, because that was another thing that they had concerns about with this truck, is it just didn't feel right. It almost felt sticky. The spring wasn't right, and it turns out the cable was bound up and the linkage was wrong, so we went through and sorted all that stuff out. This is really a perfect spot to use our stackable line clamps, and we sell a whole bunch of those. People seem to be really appreciating them, how they work. So with the truck sitting so low, we changed tires and wheels. They wanted to change them anyway, so Steve and Ken picked these shot wheels out. I think they look really good on the truck. It's a nice detail. They're really high quality. These shot wheels always come out of the box looking really nice. Detroit Speed front suspension uses like a stock style, I think it's like a late Silverado caliper and rotor, which for this application, in my opinion, is great because it's so proven and it's so easy to get parts for them and provides a lot of stopping power. So good clearance all the way around. I mean, it's tight, but you're always pushing the limit when you start lowering these things. We also did bear claw door latches. If you're familiar with these trucks, you know that the doors are always like a slam fest to get in and out of these things. So these bear claws really help that operation, and it's a conversion plate that mounts onto here, and then a modern bear claw style latch that goes into this plate when you cut into the door. These are so popular. If and when we make a pull style door handle for these, I think we should probably consider doing a linkage that would work with these bear claws still, because it seems to be a great update for these trucks. Inside of the truck is pretty much how it was when we got it. Just nice and clean and simple. It's got a Jasper upholstery job from years ago, which is the upholsterer that Denny used for a long time, and he eventually retired before I took the business over, but a lot of his work truck is still around, of course. And when I was mentioning the brake pedal push rod mount that needed to change, what I was referencing was there's an attachment point on the brake pedal here that goes forward through the firewall to the master cylinder, and there's 2 holes in it. And by moving that push rod up 1 hole, it changes the ratio from the pivot to the pedal, and it puts it within the range of a power brake system. So it makes a huge difference. So it's really important to be considerate of those things. You can see too, the vintage air stuff just tucks up under there. Really pretty good. I mean, as best they can make it. You get a new glove box as well with those. So that's all a part of the install. Make up a little room for it. Thanks for watching the video on Steve C10. This has been a great project for an awesome customer that really achieved the goal. It drives down the road, it's super comfortable and fun, so I'm happy for them to have fun this summer in it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have a question, ask it, and stay tuned for more.